Average Joe's Reef is brought to you by... Hey everybody, it's Rob with Rob B's Reef, and I'm here to talk about a special preview for a new series called Average Joe's Reef. Average Joe's Reef is not about average Joes, or average reefers, or even average tanks. It's all about spotlighting reefers in their journey wherever they may be at, whether it's the beginning, the middle, or the end, whether they've got a spectacular tank, an average tank, it doesn't matter. This isn't about coral vendors, this isn't about equipment manufacturers. We just want to have reefer to reefer collaborations, talk about what makes you passionate in your hobby, talk about where you've struggled, where you're succeeding, some things that you're having fun with and some things that you're not having fun with. We want to go through everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. Let's talk about it all. You know, if during the course of the conversation we get into some current events and subjects, that's great, but we're not going to come up with an itinerary. We're just going to say, hey, what you got going on in your reefing world? We might go through their tanks live for people who can handle that kind of setup. If they're not, we may do some pre-recording and then kind of do a monologue over the top of that. Had some thoughts about a rotating panel where the previous reefer from the last spotlight is on with the current reefer, and then we could rotate people through. We'd just like to get some people out there, connect them up, and get people to know each other and enjoy the hobby and just jam about our tanks. If you are a coral vendor or an equipment manufacturer, this stream is for you too, because it's an opportunity for you to learn your customers, what they want and what they don't want. So understanding your audience here is just as critical for all of us. But like I said, we can't have a hobby without vendors and without manufacturers, just as you can't have a business without hobbyists. So it's a great symbiotic relationship, but the focus here for Average Joe's Reef is just us average hobbyists. I'm asking for your help. Please provide some feedback in the comment section. I'd like ideas for selection processes. I haven't quite ironed all that out yet, so there's a lot of room to how we're going to go about selecting a reefer from month to month. The first 2 months, admittedly, are going to be some arbitrary picks. People I've met in the hobby that I think were pretty interesting. I thought that we're passionate about what they do and have some interesting things going on. Hopefully you do too. I know that I've enjoyed knowing these people. They're good people. So while this will be my first live stream, hopefully the first couple aren't pretty rough, but again, I always welcome feedback. I'll take the good with the bad, and hopefully I'm looking with your help and participation to make this a fun live stream like once a month. And the first episode, again, for Average Joe's Reef will be this summer, June of 2022.